Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. Big breaking news coming at the top of 3. Iran has now officially claimed responsibility for downing American F-15 fighter jets. The videos had come to us a little earlier in the day. There was no confirmation either from the Kuwaitis or the Iranians or indeed the Americans whether it was actually an F-15 that was downed. Since then, a lot has happened. Since then, Kuwait has actually confirmed that not but several F-15s and American warplanes have been downed, though they have not put an exact number to what several means. We'll talk to that. We'll talk about that in just a bit. But now it seems that Iran is claiming responsibility for downing the American F-15s. Have any pilots, American servicemen lost their lives in these aircraft being downed? So far, we are not hearing of anything. We've seen pictures of at least 2 pilots ejecting safely and being taken to a hospital. Our guests continue to be with us. I'm going to thank all of you for being with us. Air Marshal P.K. Srivastava, thank you very much for being with us. Air Marshal R.G.K. Kapoor with us. Colonel Mahesh Ramachandran in just a bit. Dr. Doron Avital hopefully will be with us in just a bit as well. And Major General Ashwani Sivach is with us in the studio. Thank you. Thank you so much for being with us, Shinjoy. You're on the show, continue to be on the broadcast. Thank you very much. Sir, can I come to you first? This is something that we were discussing before we hit the bulletin, that what does several F-15s being hit mean? And who will take responsibility for it? Iran now officially saying, we did it.
So there are a few things, few facts. First, several means minimum 3, because when there's a single aircraft, you say single, otherwise couple of aircraft, and then you come to the figure called several. So 3 F-15 aircraft have been downed, as Iran claims, is a huge claim. Because this aircraft is a high-speed aircraft, but of course it's got a weakness of having a little better radar signature. But I don't think they have this kind of system with them to really down it. So what goes on, what we were earlier thinking, there were a few possibilities, like if there is a drone engaged by friendly forces and the debris has fallen, and it has caught one of those debris material and that has gone into engine, because the way it falls, correct, it's not an aircraft which has been hit by a missile.
That's absolutely true. Because if it was hit by a missile, it would have
they'll be
completely.
But here, one caution I'll give: there are several missiles which have. If it comes from Iranian side, they have proximity fuse. In proximity fuse, the bullets come out from the explosion, some 2,000-3,000, but they come in a solid cone. And if the cone is little asymmetric, maybe 1 or 2 has hit, so then that kind of scenario may appear.
Air Marshal R.G.K. Kapoor, you know, we are yet to hear from the Americans, first of all, and it can very well be argued that we just need to take what Iran is saying with a pinch of salt, with a bucket of salt. But if Kuwait is confirming that several American warplanes have been downed, all right, you say one F-15 down because of a technical failure, you will accept that. But if at least 3 are downed, then we will need to believe what Iran is saying.
But they've been shot down over Kuwait. So that's something that has to be kept in mind. If they've fallen over Kuwait, Iran is really far away.
So, can I come in?
Yes, Air Marshal. Go ahead, please.
Good afternoon to viewers and my fellow panelists. And you know, I've just come back after a meeting somewhere, and on the way back, I was trying to, find little more about what has happened. So some writings suggest that there is friendly fire, and what Shinjoy said is absolutely right. That Iranians do not have long-range air defense, and if they had to shoot down an aircraft over their territory, it would have been shot down over their territory.
Okay.
An aircraft falling over Kuwait is either there is a technical issue or there is a friendly fire. I was just going through a little, statistical data that is available on the internet now. Iran has fired more than almost 100 missiles and almost 300 drones over Kuwait. All the American facilities over Kuwait.
Correct.
And this is a fairly, in less than about 36 to 40 hours. If this is the kind of numbers that we are looking at, there is a heavy fog of war at this point in time, and there could be a reason for a misidentification of a friendly aircraft, and so fratricide is a possibility.
Okay.
If you see the way the F-15 is coming down in the video, the tail is gone. It is because the vertical tail has gone, the aircraft has gone into a flat spin, and it is very close to a Kuwaiti airport.
Air Marshal Kapoor, okay, we have the visual of, one F-15 going down, right? There are several, by several, we do not know, because, it's the Kuwaitis who are saying there are several American aircraft that have been downed. It could be 3, it could be 4, it could be 5. We don't have a number. The Americans have not said anything. When you talk of friendly fire or a technical fault, you can expect it in one aircraft, right? 3 or 4 coming down because of friendly fire or a technical problem is too much of a coincidence, I would say.
Yes.
I do not know what is the definition or quantification of several aircraft. Because there will be a lot of information which will flow left and right. And knowing the communication skills in that region, I am not very sure what is the meaning of several aircraft. Whether they mean 1, 2, or 5. So, at least as an air military professional, I would like to keep my comments guarded on the numbers till some concrete evidence comes out.
Okay, give me a minute. Dr. Doran Avital is joining us on the broadcast as well. He's the ex-commander of Israel's elite special forces. He is joining us on the broadcast. Dr. Avital, just on the question of the visuals that we are seeing on our screens right now, Iran has now stepped out to say that it is responsible for downing American jets, American fighter jets. It's not saying how many it downed, but it says we are responsible for it. Do you believe it? Do you not believe it? Because the Kuwaitis are saying several jets have been downed. Are you hearing anything on that at all?
No, what we've seen here in Israel, that there is those visual and the fact that some aircraft, F-15 or F-18 was downed or whatever, friendly fire, whatever is the circumstances. For sure, this is a war. And I'm not a pilot, I'm a commander man, but in every war, even the complexity of operating has its own difficulties, even if the enemy doesn't have the right defense. I think what Israel did in the first days of the war was, of course, to dismantle the air defense system of Iran. This is very important, and to gain this air superiority over Iran. But as you can see, things are not always perfect. And of course, it can be used rhetorically to emphasize the strength as if there doesn't exist of the air defense system of the Iranian.
Okay. The first casualty of war in any case is the truth.
Yeah.
So we do not know what the truth is. And when the Kuwaitis say several American aircraft down, what does it mean, right? Anyhow, what we know is that the Iranians are claiming responsibility for it. And at this point of time, it is only logical that they would have claimed responsibility for it. But this is what is happening in Kuwait. In Kuwait, what the defense services have done is actually confirm the fact that Iran's ambassador to the IAEA, which is the International Atomic Energy Agency, has actually told the agency, their meeting was at 1:30 today, that US and Israel have attacked Iranian nuclear facilities yesterday. So that is something that Iran is claiming, and that claim has been made at the meeting with the IAEA. But the UN nuclear watchdog is saying that there has been no indication that Iran's nuclear facilities have actually been damaged. I'm just going to quote him here now. What he says is, up to now, we have no indication that any of Iran's nuclear installations have been damaged or hit. Colonel Ramachandran, a first take on the statement that is coming out from Iran, and then, of course, what the IAEA is saying.
It's a classic example of propaganda warfare, info warfare. There's one side making a claim, there's another side. We have to believe the IAEA. It's a neutral agency. So there is a claim being made by one side of war, and Iran denies it. While we can say that, well, Iran has everything, every reason to deny it, but the IAEA is saying it. we lead us to believe that what they're saying is true.
Yeah. Okay, we are hearing from the IAEA chief telling us that contrary to Iranian claims, there has been no sign, at least as of now, of any nuclear leak. Air Marshal R.G.K. Kapoor, the obvious question to ask at this point of time is, well, the Iranians officially have said they are not coming back to the negotiating table, right? But they are under heavy attack, and they will do whatever they can as of now to slow down the Americans and the Israelis. Is this nuclear claim possibly part of that endeavor, you think, to say that, oh, they attacked our, nuclear installations and hame pata nahi kya ho, we don't know if there is a leak or not?
So, as per the US objectives which have been enunciated by President Trump, one of the objectives, which is the last objective that he has enunciated, is Iran does not obtain nuclear weapon. And so all the nuclear facilities within Iran would become a legitimate target for the Israelis as well as the Americans. And I am sure that till a certain point of, I'm sure the directions would be clear that the targeting would be to slow down the nuclear weapon program and not directly target the nuclear power stations or any nuclear facility which could result into a radiological disaster. Since this disaster could also affect the neighboring countries in the region. And in my opinion, it is without any access to IAEA or any neutral body of United Nations, Iran's claims need to be substantiated before any further action would be given. It would also be a kind of indication to the neighboring countries that a disaster is likely, a nuclear disaster is likely. It is kind of putting pressure without giving any evidence, because no further evidence has been given in this claim.
And in any case, the IAEA stepped out and said there is no radiation, no leak. But here's the obvious question about the trigger as far as these strikes are concerned. On Thursday, the Iranians are on the talking table. There is Jared Kushner there. Shinja, just correct me if I'm wrong.
Yes.
There is Mark Witkoff there. The Omani foreign minister steps out and says we are close to a deal. And the Iranian foreign minister steps out and says we are close to a deal. And then on Saturday morning, there is the strike. So if taking out Iran's nuclear assets was the aim of the strike, the fact is that it was already on the talking table.
So, Shreya, you're asking me?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So, it's like this. It's a play out of US and Israel, war plan book or something. That once you're talking, that's a diversion tactics.
Okay.
It was already decided that they will hit, because they know that unless they hit Iran, and remove Khamenei and their, the infrastructure, the new form of government, which is pro-West, that cannot be established. So you can say things didn't go as per the playbook, but yes, they took out the Iranian leadership. They were to attack in the night. Each one of us know about it. But they attacked in the morning. Reason being, they had the information, human intelligence and other intelligence combined, that the meeting is going to happen, and they could wipe out nearly that Supreme National Security Council, nearly whole of them,
correct,
and 40 of IRGC commanders, 48 IRGC
all
commanders. So that was a huge erosion of the top leadership. Okay. And they were also able to achieve lot of, they used bunker buster bombs to take out the storage capacity, missile storage capacity, and the drone storage capacity, and the manufacturing capacity.
Correct.
But it appears that everything is not done. It's not a done and dusted thing. And coming to that nuclear place, last time they attacked Natanz, they attacked Fordo, they attacked Isfahan.
Correct.
And they claim that everything is gone and
obliterated.
Obliterated.
Annihilated are the words that President Trump had used.
But President Trump is very good in chewing his own words. So he chewed it up after some time. He said, appears that we have not done the full job. So, as Air Marshal says here, these facilities, nuclear facilities, will definitely be a legitimate target from military perspective.
Correct.
They have to take care of it. There's no doubt about it. But in what priority? In the priority scale, probably leadership was first, IRGC was second, and then they thought there'll be uprising on the streets.
That's not happened.
That has not happened. It has actually, see, let me make one point. Because Ayatollah Khamenei is not one person. He has two identities. The one identity is that of a supreme religious leader of Shia community. Therefore, you see all over, there's an uprising, whether it's JNK,
We'll call it protest. Uprising is a big word, we'll call it protest.
And the second identity, he was ruler of Iran. In the shape of ruler of Iran, he was not liked by a lot of people. But those people who are celebrating in, let's say, New York, Australia, or somewhere else, they are the ones who are the tortured kind of people who went away as asylees.
And all of this brings me back to the question then, were the talks in Geneva just a ruse, a diversionary tactic?
Absolutely.
As you're saying, because increasingly that is what is looking that is what it is looking like.
I firmly believe in this.
And there are now reports that tell us the initial strike was actually scheduled for February 21st, which means way before way before even the talks happened. Anyhow, we'll slip into a quick break on the show. There are more breaking informations that are coming to us. We'll get you all of that. Do stay with us.